Lilo, a brown-skinned lady with amber hair, leads the group. She is a fit woman, brilliant and strong with the poise of a queen. She has accomplished many things in her 28 years of life, including saving her homeland and influencing the world through tech. She has a keen brain and owns a similar smile, using her charm and intelligence to become someone worthy of respect. While trudging through the storm with her eyes concealed by the oculus' glamorous tint, she emits an aura of confidence. Her team honors her footsteps as if she is a map. Suddenly, her breathing shortens. Her steps are heavier. Sweat profusely escapes her pores. The wind dulls, and her body stiffens. She is stricken with the familiar guilt of their situation. She continues to portray charisma while her faithful team shadows her. They follow aimlessly when their leader's pace begins to increase. Lilo ruminates pensively about what led them on this journey. "Lilo, what's going on? What is this?" A tall, skinny, bald-faced, dark-skinned man with glasses asked, as he stood in a pitch-black office. Fear and panic played in the distance. His collared shirt was undone slightly, and his sleeves were sloppily cuffed. Discomfort rose to his face. He lethargically took a seat. Lilo looked out a window wearing the same exoskeleton suit she wears presently. She looked upon the city which had succumbed to a power outage. Citizens ran for their lives protected by others who wore the same tan Francie vest as Lilo. Other citizens walked and ran, blindly and robotically. The possessed citizens wore the same oculus that Lilo and her team currently wear. The hypnotized citizens attacked anyone they could and destroyed whatever they saw. Fights ensued amongst opposing sides, and fires began to spread like disease, being the belligerent contrast to a silent night. Lilo watched in disbelief as the country, her home, Alexandria, was destroyed. How did the princess get this strong? Our power grid source and algorithms have been changed constantly since HRAD developed. That was 4 years ago, and not one AI could take down the system. How is the princess doing this, Lilo? Lilo couldn't answer. Maybe because she was distracted, or maybe because she didn't have a solution. She stood paralyzed as she watched the horrific scene. She saw a building eviscerated, zapped by a group of horseman robots using radioactive explosives. She then saw one of the 3 infamous libraries crumble and crackle to the ground. She then watched citizens murdered by those possessed. Cold chills ran through her body. Every ah and every boom was torture to her ears. She couldn't move frigid from the fires that invaded her home. If she had any time to abstract, she'd fall to her knees and beg for forgiveness. She didn't have the time. She never did. What do I... Lilo's thoughts were interrupted by a device that beeped and blurted. She retrieved the device, and it revealed that an explosion was brewing. "No! No way! This can't be!" Lilo wailed openly as she looked at her co-device. The screen looked fictitious, saturated with red and caution. The noises alone could have caused a frenzy. Lilo is rapidly marching through the rugged snow. Her team doesn't seem able to follow appropriately as the storm continues. "Lilo, slow down!" a voice shouted. She turns around, witnessing her team chasing after her. They are approximately 5 meters away. She ceases all movements and waits for the team to catch up. "Lilo, everything okay? You don't usually blank out like that."